Have you ever known exactly what you wanted to change, yet found yourself falling back into the same reactions, emotions, or patterns? This excerpt explores what may be happening beneath conscious choice and why lasting change isn't only about directing your mind, it's also about building trust with your body. This is an excerpt from the Art of Joyous Expansion. Building trust with your explorer suit. At the end of chapter 2, you arrived at a decisive realization. Your reality is not something you step into, but something your system constructs based on the instructions it receives. Now we move into the next layer of this process. Because having the ability to update your menu is one thing, having a system capable of consistently following that new instruction is another. This is often the point at which we unknowingly struggle. We begin to see new possibilities, we set intentions, we even understand that our thoughts and focus shape our experience. Yet in moments that matter, we feel pulled back into old reactions, old emotions, old patterns that seem to override our conscious choice. The answer lies in the relationship between two essential aspects of your explorer suit: your conscious will, which chooses, directs, and focuses, and your nervous system, which determines whether your body feels safe enough to follow that direction. You can think of this as the relationship between the explorer and the suit itself. The ocean may know exactly where it wants to go, but if the suit interprets the environment as dangerous, it will restrict movement, narrow perception, and prioritize protection over exploration. The organizing principle of our nervous system is remarkably simple. Safety first, expansion second. When your system feels unsafe, survival takes priority over conscious choice. You cannot rely on focus alone if your system does not feel safe. And you cannot stabilize your system if your focus is scattered, inconsistent, or reactive. These two functions operate as a continuous internal feedback loop. When your body feels safe, your focus becomes steady, clear, and intentional. And when your focus becomes steady and intentional, it signals back to your body that the environment is safe. In this feedback loop, regulation supports focus and focus reinforces regulation. Once this loop stabilizes, something shifts in your experience. Instead of reacting to reality, you begin to hold it. Instead of being pulled by impulses, you begin to direct your attention. Instead of your system deciding what is important, you begin to set the priority. It is crucial to clarify something that is often misunderstood. Regulation is not about controlling your body, and focus is not about forcing your mind. Your explorer suit is not something you dominate. It is a biological masterpiece with its own needs and its own opinion of reality that you learn to work with. Every sensation you feel, tension, restlessness, contraction, is information. It is your system communicating its current state. When this communication is ignored, suppressed, or met with resistance, it does not calm down, it amplifies. When it is acknowledged and met with stability, it begins to reorganize. Your role moves from acting as a controller to being a reliable leader. Your brain adapts based on repeated input. It builds pathways around what is consistent. This principle applies not only to thoughts, but to your relationship with yourself. Every time you set an intention and follow through, your system registers consistency. Every time you direct your focus and hold it, it registers stability. Every time you respond instead of reacting, it registers safety. This gives rise to something essential: trust. A growing sense of safety allows your nervous system to recognize that there is a stable direction within you. That when something arises, it will not be ignored or escalated unnecessarily. That there is a form of guidance present capable of navigating the moment. With this trust, regulation becomes more accessible. Mastery begins when you use your focus to invite the body into safety, offering a gentle reassurance. When you notice a contraction in your chest or a racing heart, you can step in as the conscious leader. I see you, I hear you, and we are okay. I am choosing a focus of ease right now to support you. When your body feels supported, your entire experience of life becomes more joyful and expansive. This brings us to the concept of discipline, which is often misunderstood in this context. Discipline is commonly associated with pressure, rigidity, or self-control. Within the framework of your explorer suit, discipline has a different function. Discipline is an act of deep self-love and the radical acceptance of your responsibility for joy. It is an appreciation of every single cell in your body working for you unconditionally all day long. It is the ability to return your focus again and again to what you have chosen. It is the decision to follow through on small actions that reinforce stability in your system. When your focus shifts constantly, when your actions contradict your intentions, when your attention is repeatedly pulled in different directions, your whole mechanism experiences instability, and in response, it tightens control. Discipline is therefore regulating. The more your system trusts your leadership, the more easily it will shift into a regulated state when you ask it to, because it knows you can handle the situation. Discipline reduces noise, creates predictability, and allows your system to relax into a clear direction. At this stage of choosing your reality, you are not required to change everything at once, just to establish two core capacities: the ability to regulate your nervous system so your body can support expansion, and the ability to direct your focus so your system receives clear instructions.